Rico Bearman. He's the face of BMXing in Aotearoa.
Bro, sorry we didn't release the pod.
I went to the World Champs as an amateur from the age of 6 to the age of 16 and knew I wanted to, give it everything and do that as my life.
You were selected for the Olympic Games to represent Aotearoa, New Zealand.
I was the rider at the top where everyone was like, if we do get a spot, it's going to be him. I dreamed about it from a kid.
What did you learn about yourself from the Olympics?
I finished the highest in New Zealand male has ever finished at the Olympics. It gives you motivation to do it again.
What do you feel like you struggle with nowadays?
I always stress about building a life outside of BMX. I crash tomorrow. Bro, how do you answer that?
Kia ora everyone, Zach and Jake here from The Martin Show. Just a friendly reminder to please subscribe to our channel. It helps the channel more than you know, and it gives us more opportunity to be able to bring great guests. We appreciate all the love we have received in 2024. 2025 is going to be a massive year. Enjoy all the episodes coming up, whānau. Macha aroha. To the moon.
Rico Bearman, welcome to the Martin Show, brother. How are we?
We're back.
We're back. Hey, I just want to state to our viewers, Rico's actually come on the podcast before. Me and Zachy and Rico shot it. Due to Jakey being a dork. The guest we have on today is my brother, 21 years of age. He's the face of BMXing in Aotearoa. He recently competed in the 2024 Paris Olympics. I welcome you to the Martin Show, Rico Bearman.
Yo.
Brother. Welcome to the show, brother.
Welcome to the show.
Much. How you feeling? Be honest.
Nervous. Got this fancy setup in here and thanks for having me on, Keen.
We had to reshoot it, but I'm really glad that me and you are just doing it today. Like me and you know each other, I feel like, but I feel like I'm still going to learn quite a lot about you today, which I'm really looking forward to. So how was your summer?
Good. Mean, eh? Loved it. Went away with the boys in the group and had a good New Year's.
Yeah.
Got a bit carried away with training, but I loved it. I love being home and good weather, go fishing, and yeah, I've enjoyed it.
Beautiful, bro. So you went to Northern base. I saw you there. A few horsey talks were.
Yeah.
Bro, sorry we didn't release the pod.
The boys were just giving me shit the whole time. Your pod wasn't good enough. You didn't want to post it.
No, we're here now, brother. That's us. I feel like who watches this, bro, will be, your friends and whānau, but I don't think everyone will know who Rico Bearman is. So in your words, describe who you are. What do you do?
I guess I'm a 21-year-old boy from New Zealand, and I'm a professional BMX racer, and just trying to make it in my sport. And I live in America pretty much throughout the year, and just a boy from New Zealand trying to make it in BMX.
So you're from the North Shore?
From the North Shore, yeah.
From the North Shore, and you went to Westlake Boys?
Yeah.
Best school in New Zealand. So I want to talk about school a bit more, bro, because I feel like the transition as a young man out of high school there's a phase from when you leave high school and you drop into the big bad world. You know what I mean? So what were you like in high school? Did you always know what you wanted to do straight out of it, or?
I was pretty set. I think from like 15, 16, I knew what I wanted to do. I definitely didn't like school. I never wanted to go to uni. I knew I wanted to do BMX. So I think from the age of 14, 15 was when I first really started traveling. And, I went to the World Champs as an amateur from the age of 6. But obviously I didn't know what I wanted to do back then. But I realized I was pretty good at the age of 16 and knew I wanted to, give it everything and do that as my life while I could. So as soon as I dropped out of school, I think I finished year 12. Finished year 12. And then the year 13, I went to America and really just got stuck in and
beautiful, bro.
never looked back.
So that was straight out of high school. You knew exactly what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
Because I feel like when I left high school, me at high school, I was a little shit, bro. And I didn't really know what I wanted to do. And I feel like for a lot of young men out there, that's like the lost phase, eh? It was like, you didn't really fit in at school. You don't really know what you're going to do outside of school.
Yeah.
So that's awesome that you went straight into your passion, bro. Living your dream at such a young age, which is...
Yeah, no, it was good. It was easy. easy decision. Like I had the back end of my parents and sponsors in America, and had the opportunity to literally just pack my bags and go. And there was no second guessing it, and it was just get over there. And I enjoyed doing what I do, so it wasn't like I wasn't forced to do it. I wanted to do it.
Do you feel like your parents always supported you with that decision?
Yeah.
That's cool, bro, because a lot of parents don't, like what if BMX didn't work out? They might, you might not be getting paid from it or something like that. So it's cool to get the backing from them to support you with your dreams.
Yeah, even knowing they just, have trust in, I guess, what you can achieve. And if you actually work hard, you can, make a living out of it. And they knew that. So, they supported me fully, and off I went.
I feel like you proved that. Even in high school, I knew you always worked hard. Yeah. Like when we were young, where you're always training, you're always pretty disciplined.
Yeah, I think I had a pretty, going through high school, obviously, a lot of people get carried away with, partying. And I definitely still had my fair share of going out, but I think I was, had a self-determination or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
To realize I shouldn't be doing it all the time. And I had good mates, supporting me. And
for sure,
I was never, made fun of for not going out or being told I'm a weirdo because I don't want to go out drinking, So I had good mates, and I was able to just focus on BMX, but still have a social life in high school, which I think was a big help.
Speaking of mates, because I know all the boys that you're mates with, they're all the boys. I love them all.
Yeah.
How important are they to you?
Real
having
important.
A good friendship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Major, yeah. Like even when I'm overseas, when I first went, I don't know why, but I always thought like as soon as I go overseas, I'm going to lose my mates. So when I come home, I got no mates. I don't know why I thought that, but nothing changed. You go overseas, no matter how long you go for, you come back and your mates are still your mates.
Yeah.
So
which is awesome. Cool. And they always support you. They always back you.
Yeah. Like they watch the big races, and they're always there. And they, especially like over the Olympics and that time of the year, they were all like into it and loved it. And it was super cool.
Andy, supporting the brothers, eh?
Yeah.
So speaking about your career, in 2023, you won the under 23 World Cup. And then in 2004, you entered elite racing and you were selected for the Olympic Games to represent Aotearoa, New Zealand and Paris, France, bro. Talk to me about that whole experience, because that's crazy. As a 21-year-old, representing his country in BMXing is a massive feat. So tell us about that whole experience, bro.
I think even the start of 2024, I didn't even think it was going to happen. I had a real good year in 2023 with under 23. And I knew like, even when I was winning, like it was cool to win. But like, that's not the pinnacle of our sport. Like that's racing, not development, but elite men is where you want to be, not under 23. So it was good to just get that experience and get confident, winning. And it was a good way to make some money for the year. And it was, I felt good about myself and built a lot of confidence. So coming into 2024, moving up to elite with the, possibility of actually making the Olympics, leading New Zealand in like the point system. And I guess I was the rider at the top where everyone was like, if we do get a spot, it's going to be him, so I had outside pressure, and I knew I was good enough, but I didn't actually believe it would happen. And then we had the first World Cup in New Zealand, which was the first time ever in 2024. And all the boys came out to support, and it was cool.
Yeah,
like
bro.
Actually racing at the highest level in front of your mates and your family. Like that never happens.
Yeah, 100%.
So I loved it. And I got told, I didn't get told from the people who needed to tell me, but like certain people were like, if you can make a semi-final in elite, you're pretty much good to go if New Zealand gets a spot. So Rotorua, I did make a semi-final, and I was like, holy shit, like I could actually do this. And then the next round was in Australia. And I think I went in just too confident and, like riding the hype from the World Cup in New Zealand, and had a shocker in Australia.
Oh, wow.
And then the other rider that was, I guess, competing for the spot had like a real good weekend. And I was like I might have blown this. So like it was like a big wake up call. And the next race was in America a couple months later. So I had to come home, refocus. And we went over to America early and did like a good training block. And like, nice. I knew this Olympic thing was actually possible. And I dreamed about it from a kid, so I was like, I need to lock in.
That's crazy, bro.
So then we got over to America, good training block, had like a real good 2 World Cups there. And I was like, like I'm back like in the contentions to do it, you know?
Yeah, boy.
And then it came down to the World Champs. World Champs was the last race before the Olympics, and it was pretty much out of me and this other dude who did better. I'd never made a final in elite. Somehow made the final at the World Champs.
Wow.
And I was just like, as soon as I did that, like as soon as I crossed the finish line in the semi-final, I was like, I've done it. Like I'm going.
I'm going.
So like go back to like the team pits, and I'm just like, everyone's coming up to me like, yeah, like even dad's in there just stoked.
Yeah.
And then my coach comes over and he's like, tell everyone to off, like start focusing. Like you got a final to race. I'm like, true. Yeah. He's like, the job's not done. Like even though like you've secured your spot pretty much, like your job's not done. And I was like, yeah, true. So I locked back in, but had a shit final and had a shit race in the final. But I knew in the back of my mind I was going to the Olympics.
I'm going to the Olympics.
Like it's so hard to focus again.
100%, bro. And at your age, it's crazy. 21-year-old at the Olympics, it's like you're living the dream, basically.
That was my dream, like a childhood
bro,
dream.
Literally.
And, you know, like after that semi-final, realizing like you're pretty much going, it's like, it's a pretty big thing.
100%. What did you learn about yourself from the Olympics, bro? That you can take into your life, or what you learn about BMXing?
For Olympics is like, I got told like, be prepared. Like it's not like any other race. And I'm like, surely, like, what do you mean? Like it is another race. And then just like the whole build up to it, we, you know, you get given like a budget to go to France and train and get ready for it. And the selection date got pushed back by like, I think it was 3 weeks or something. And I was already in France because the rider who didn't get selected, you know, appealed it because he wanted to go. Fair enough. Whatever. So like just like mentally draining, like training for it. And then you get there and you're like, okay, I'm here now. And then you do the opening ceremony. You're like, holy, the whole world is watching, you know?
Yo.
And then you got cameras in your face 24/7. And if you go to a race day, like people talk to you, like the other riders talk, but not crazy. And then you get to the Olympics and like no one talks.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Like, everyone's changed. And then like it's in France, the French crowd is like always crazy. And I was in the first race with like 2 of the favorite French riders. And the crowd was just going crazy. I'm just standing up there like, holy like this is crazy.
I'm here.
Yeah.
One of those moments, hey.
And then the first race was horrible. And then like dad was like, he was in the team pit, which was pretty cool. Like going through that whole experience with him was pretty awesome. And then like I came back and I was just like, what the is that? And he's like, it's all good. Like just on to the next one.
Yeah.
And like the way it works is there's 3 qualifying races. And if you don't make it out of those, then you go to a last chance qualifier. So then my next 2 were good, but not good enough to go straight through. So then went to the last chance qualifier and I was just like, to dad, I'm like, I'm nervous, man. Like if you don't make it through that, you don't go through to the next day. And it's like, I felt like if I didn't make it through the first day, I almost failed, you know? Whole family had come over, Sarah had come over, Darian was there, Bella was there, like everyone was there.
They were there too, eh?
Holy shit. Anyway, so got up for the last chance qualifier and I qualified first for it, had first lane choice. I was like, okay, I'm confident, you know? Got through and it was like the best feeling. I was like, I made it to day 2.
Made it
like,
to,
yes.
bro.
But then like to be able to go through that like whole hype of like getting through that, getting interviewed at the finish line, like cameras in your face, to then going home at 11:30, eating dinner, going to bed and resetting was just like, so hard. Like you're in bed, like just so stoked. Like, okay, I actually need to go to bed. Like,
Yeah.
Hard. And then you wake up the next day and then the race nerves are back. You got to eat breakfast. And it's just like, it was so draining. But yeah, I guess I learned just like that level of performance is something completely different to what you normally do.
Bro, in those high pressure situations and high pressure moments, your body's up, your body's down. It takes it out of you, eh?
It's crazy. Yeah.
And especially at that level, I couldn't imagine, bro.
And then like it's hot, you know, like in France in the middle of, what was it? Start of August, so summer.
Summer there, yeah.
It's hot, like you're just nervous, bro. Like, oh, it's crazy. But racing was cool. Like obviously I didn't make the final, but I finished the highest in New Zealand male has ever finished at the Olympics. So
crazy,
it wasn't
brother.
horrible. And I loved it. Like obviously it gives you motivation to do it again.
Bro,
so,
100%. And look at your age. Like you'll be able to take that with you forever, that whole experience, you know, and learn from it at the next Olympics. Next question, bro. So what do you're at the highest level, obviously, at your sport. What do you feel like it takes for an athlete to perform at their highest level? What do you do?
Yeah, I've still got so much growing to do. Like I know I can become so much better, and it's just like little things, you know, like focusing on your sleep, which I need to do better, you know, like eating well every day. I need to do better, you know, like laying off the alcohol. Like I love the balance of life, you know what I mean? So like to get to that next step, I know I need to cut down on certain things.
Yeah, bro.
But like just to get to like this level, like I've had to give so much, you know, like
100%.
so much sacrifices and just little things along the way. But yeah, just consistency, like being there day in, day out, skipping this because you got to do this, you know, like just little things that I guess everyone knows about, but you just actually got to do it.
For sure. And it's the stuff people don't see behind closed doors, the extra trainings,
Yeah.
the nutrition. But it's hard. Bro, life's distractions are always there, bro. I'm bad too. And we're young.
I know.
We know what's right or wrong, but we still don't like balance it out.
Even just like Northern, like I go to Northern because like, I mean, I love to get on the pistol. So like I'm there
Same,
having a good time. And then look on my Instagram and like this person's like training and it's like.
It eats up at you, bro, when you know you shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, but then I think it also eats at them because it's like I go do this, but then I'll show up and still, you know, like be as fast as them. They're like,
yeah.
How does this work?
There's a lot of like distractions for us. Do you feel like you've got a good balance with it all?
Yeah, I genuinely think I do.
Yeah.
Like, I think if I cut out, you know, drinking fully, or if I don't even like, you know, like cut out certain things that I do now, I wouldn't go as good because I know it works for me. Like if I was in New Zealand over summer and I didn't drink once, I didn't go out with my mates and just trained, I'd get to the like start of race season and I'll just be like, this is boring, you know, like I'm
100%.
sick of it. So, like, I've always enjoyed having a good balance and I genuinely think it helps me to get where I am, you know, like I can't, if I'm fully locked in 24/7 the whole year, I would hate myself.
Bro,
not hate myself, but hate BMX. Probably.
Yeah, bro. You'd probably get sick of it.
Yeah.
On the contrary to that, you also, you got to find the right balance. I feel like last year, towards the end of the year, I went a little bit further the other way. But I definitely know what you mean. Like I like being locked in, but I also like having fun.
Yeah, you still gotta have fun.
That's memories, bro, with the boys. Like there's nothing better than like a night out with the boys or, you know, a festival with the boys.
Every now and then.
Yeah.
Not every weekend.
Not every weekend, but bro, once in a blue moon. All right, bro, a bit of a deeper question. Do you feel pressure being a young man? Seeing what you've done so far in your life? Do you feel a sense of pressure?
Yeah, 100%. Like I feel like if I just said tomorrow, okay, I'm done, everyone's gonna be like, like I've invested so much into you. Like, I mean, I don't want to do that, but like, I feel like if I don't give it my all and if I don't do this or I don't do that, people will look at me and be like, what are you doing? Like, we've invested so much into you.
Yeah, for sure.
Which I don't use that as like you've invested so much into me, so I'm going to keep doing it. Like, I do it because I want to do it.
Yeah, for sure.
But like, I definitely feel the outside pressure,
Yeah, beautiful, bro. What do you feel like you struggle with nowadays?
Like, regarding that?
Could be anything. What do you feel like you know, on a day-to-day basis, you think about or you struggle with? Because we all have our battle, like struggles inside. Could be minor, could be big.
I used to think like, okay, if I'm going overseas, like, what if my mates do this and I can't hang out with them anymore? You know what I mean? So that's not like an issue anymore. Like I've matured and realized that everyone's going to go off and do their own things and do what they need to do in life. But I feel like I always stress about building a life outside of BMX, like regarding like, you know, what am I going to do after BMX, or how am I going to make money? How am I going to do this? You know, so I'm constantly trying to do something else. Whereas like, I feel like I should just focus on BMX at the moment.
For sure.
But always stress about like, okay, once BMX is done, how am I going to make money? I need to start now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's almost a daily thought, but,
bro, I feel you on there. I feel you on there. It's like constantly like, how am I going to get rich? What am I going to do? What business am I going to start?
I'm like, BMX isn't going to get me through like my whole life.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm always thinking about that, but it's not like bringing me down or anything.
Do you feel like you want to own a business or something one day?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I always like, if I could start a business now, obviously like not right now, but like in the near future, it would be me, because like then you have something other than BMX. And you can have another source of income, or you can, you know, like have something to fall back on. And
for
you're not
sure.
just like shitting yourself like, all right, if I crash tomorrow, like
fuck, I got that too. I got a clothing brand to fall back on or something like that. Yeah.
Not just BMX.
Yeah. I guess you can try things in your spare time or dabble into a little business ventures. Don't have to fully start one, you know, just learn things. Learn things. 100%, bro.
Yeah.
Outside of BMX, High Rocks, you just completed High Rocks?
Yeah.
Crazy, G. What was your time?
Yeah, we did like...
Shout out Dazza.
Yeah.
Foo.
I think I stopped my watch at like 1:34, but I think we got a couple of time penalties. So
Oh,
we got
okay.
1:39.
Yeah.
But you know, me and Dodge got it done.
Yeah, got it done. Bro, it was cool to see you both do that, G.
It was cool. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, we trained for it, but not like crazy. Like Rebecca and Jamison, like they're freaks.
They're
like,
freaks,
they're
eh?
so fit. I think they did it like an hour 6, which is like crazy.
Bro, that would be like top 5, eh?
I think they were, yeah.
like
yeah.
high, yeah.
And like, even like we would go to classes with them and like, you know, you do like an exercise run, and they would overlap us. And
Yeah,
me and
yeah.
Dodge are like,
Yeah. It cracked me up what you said at the start. Darian, like, you guys did your run and then you got back to a station and Darian was puffed already.
just like second after day.
Second.
And then like, I think we got like halfway through, he finally like got into it. Like he was, you know, mean. And then like I double calf cramp, fell over
Yeah.
on the run in front of everyone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Dodge, stretch my legs like now. And this like chick on the sideline just filming me. I'm just like,
Because everyone watches you and shit, eh?
everyone.
Yeah.
So like Dodge started off rough, but then got into it.
Mm.
And then I midway through just legs cooked.
Yeah.
I was like, Dodge,
Bro, good on you for finishing that though, bro.
nah, that's good. We wanted to do like under an hour and a half. But then like once we realized we're not doing that, we're like, okay, let's just finish
Let's
it.
just finish it. Yeah,
let's just get to
100%.
it.
What else do you, I see you guys like fishing. You like fishing in your spare time?
Yeah.
What else do you like to do, bro? Like, and apart from BMX and gymming and stuff like that, what does Rico do in his spare time?
I feel like if I'm not training and I'm not hanging out with my mates, then it's like either fishing or like we at the moment, like obviously summer, so like fishing's main.
Yeah.
Even if you don't go fishing and you just go on the boat and you just park up out on the water, like I love it.
Yeah. Why do you think people love fishing? Like, why do you love fishing?
I don't know. I had like right before the Olympics or right after the Olympics, I had some, I can't remember who they're called, but they're like some mental health.
Yeah.
And they like did this interview with me and they're like, what's your happy place? And I was like, the boat. And they asked the same thing, like, why? And I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I think you're just out on the water. If it's a good day, like there's nothing to worry about. Like you're on the boat, you're playing music, you're drinking beer. Like maybe you don't have to drink beer, but like, you know, like you're with your boys and there's just like literally nothing to worry about.
Yeah, bro.
And if you're trying to catch fish, you're just sitting there talking shit,
Talking-
trying to catch a fish.
Bro, it is
It's
beautiful.
So
eh?
simple.
Bro, I've been watching so much fishing videos lately, and I don't know
So
why.
good.
Shout out Ollie Craig. We just had Ollie Craig on the pod.
He's
Spiro.
crazy.
Yeah, bro. It's a good time. Future Rico, where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years, brother?
I think I want to do BMX until 2032, so I'll be 28. Would I?
Oh, he's
Or 29.
planned it
28 or
out. Yeah,
29.
he's planned it
I don't
out.
know.
Yeah.
But like that Olympics is in Brisbane.
Mm.
So like so much family and friends would come over and watch, you know? So that'd be such a good one to finish on. LA next Olympics will be cool and
Wow.
whatever, but like Brisbane will be like peak. I reckon my peak will be around that age and so much friend and family can come. So that'll be a cool one. So I think I definitely want to still be doing BMX until then. But after that, like once I'm done with BMX, like I said, hopefully I got something else that I can make money off.
For sure, bro.
And I want to be back home. Like everyone talks about moving overseas and they're sick of New Zealand and whatever, but I don't think they realize like how cool of a place we actually live in.
Bro, when you go overseas, and you
Yeah.
look around, we're lucky here, bro.
Yeah. Like I think like from now till then, like I'm gonna be overseas like a lot just because I need to. But like once I'm done, I want to be back here.
Yeah.
Unless I can go live on, you know, like the French Riviera.
Yeah. Do you enjoy being overseas?
Yeah,
Like,
I
you
do.
enjoy sightseeing and stuff?
Oh, we don't do like genuinely much of that. Like if we're in America, I genuinely don't like America.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's not horrible.
Yeah.
It sounds spoiled, but like
Yeah.
the parts we go to in America, like Florida's nice. Sometimes we go to Vegas and we stay with like an amazing family and it's actually really good. But like the country itself for us at the moment, it's so expensive. It's so busy. It's like, I don't know, it's just not like New Zealand, you know?
Yeah.
But I love going to Europe.
Europe's beautiful, eh?
Yeah. When we get the chance to like race in Europe, I love it.
Yeah.
Like this year, I think we plan to do like at least 2 months in Europe, south of France. And
Nice.
those parts are beautiful. And I actually
Beautiful,
love
bro.
being there. So
100%.
it depends where we go. And we get to go to some pretty cool places around the world. So it is cool.
Beautiful, brother. All right. What would you say to younger Rico? Could be 5-year-old Rico. It could be 10-year-old Rico. It could be Westlake Rico. Bloody hanging out with Jake on the turf. You know what I mean? What would you say to him, bro?
I think just do it because you love it, you know? You don't have to do it. You don't have to do anything. I mean, maybe, but like, I don't have to do BMX. I get to do it and I do it because I love it, you know? So just do it because you enjoy it. And if you work hard, it'll all turn out how you want it, I guess.
Beautiful, brother.
Not all the time, but
yeah.
Most of the time.
All right, my brother. We have a closing tradition here on the Martin Show. We didn't do this last time you were on, eh? Where the previous guest asked where the previous guest asked the next guest a question.
Who was the previous guest?
So the previous guest, I can't tell you that.
Oh, so I'm not allowed to know who it was?
Nah.
I just got to get asked the question.
How would you describe yourself to an alien?
Describe myself to an alien?
What a fussy
bro. How do you answer that?
I'm a BMX rider.
How? That's so like, I don't know.
Anything? I don't know.
I'm a 21-year-old male.
Yeah. Oh, that's
who races BMX.
Yeah.
And this is just like, how do you describe yourself to a human?
To a human?
Yeah, like
what's the
I'm a
difference?
21-year-old male who races a bike.
Who races a
and love hanging out with my mates and love getting on the piss from here every now and then.
My man.
I don't know.
I don't know if
how would you describe yourself to an alien?
How would I describe myself to an alien? A freaking an animal?
Is it meant to be like a one-word thing?
Yeah, I don't know what I would, bro, to be honest. It's a hard question.
It's a weird question.
It is a hard question. It's just kind of like describing yourself to a human. I know exactly what you mean. But that's us, brother.
Too easy.
Thank you, my bro. No Shout out Martin Show. That is another episode. My brother, Rico Bearman, will plug the subscribe, like, comment. It means a lot to us. Before we end, much love, my man. Proud of you. Keep striving. Thank you for coming on for the second time.
Appreciate it.
Martin Show out, baby. Let's go.